offense. We've discussed a lot this year what they've had going on in the backfield with Freeman and Coleman. Last week, Freeman, 15 carries, 2 touchdowns, 56 yards. Coleman right there with him, 12 carries, 49 yards.
I like the two-headed tandem that they have. I like what both of them give them, meaning Freeman, he plays with such intensity, and he pass protects really well. He can, of course, catch the ball in the backfield. Tevin Coleman's a little bit more their home run hitter. When there's a space, when there's a sliver, he can turn into a big, big gain. But whoever has the hot hand, that's who should touch the ball in the second half of games.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They come out here in the I. Here's Coleman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set. When teams take shots at the end zone, you got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. Now 4th down. The Falcons will call on Matt Bryant for the field goal try. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
All right now, blue 95, Sally 19.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They go to Johnson again. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And now a peek at the starters on the defensive side. Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right.
1-18. 1-18. 45. Mike, 45. Deep, regular. Come on.
Here's Palmer. And that is incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Michael Floyd, and it's 4th down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. It's taken to the 26. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They'll face a third down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. They'll come out in the pistol. On 1st down, it's Palmer. Man open left side is Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
But there's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
Get ready.
On second down, here's Palmer. And this is Michael Floyd, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Now Palmer on 1st down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. 2nd and 10 now. It's Palmer. And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. He can't break. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, You've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And for Julio, a.k.a. Quintorris, that's actually his real first name. He had 113 yards in Week 13 and up over 1,200 now for the season.
So the a.k.a. is really Julio then.
Right, I kind of flipped that.
I like that. I like how you brought it back around, though. Quintorris. It doesn't matter. Quintorris or Julio, he may be the best receiver in the game because he's going to draw double, sometimes triple coverage, and that's going to change everything for your defense. Everyone else who catches a ball for Atlanta should benefit from his presence.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Freeman again, a first down carry. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Tackle made by Marcus Golden. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play.
This is intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. The hurdle. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from the desert after this. They come out here in the eye. From midfield now, here's Palmer. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and throw for him with Palmer. And he's got Gresham. The 20. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Jermaine Gresham, 50 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3-point.